straight up from the depths. Whack! Hits the bait. Those little fish that are swimming underneath them, they're remoras, sucker fish. And they pick up the scraps of food left behind by the shark. Their mouth is as wide as my entire body. And the colour! The tiger sharks have a beautiful coloration. Those spots and stripes set them out as one of the most majestic and beautiful sharks in our ocean. This one's grabbed hold of a fish and just slices it straight in half. Ooh, and then thinks my flippers might be edible.
I've never experienced anything like this. We've got a boy just there with the camera attached to it, and on the camera is a bit of food, so the sharks will come in. They're hammering it. I'm afraid they're going to just eat the camera.
So I've got the camera rigged on a float with a piece of bait, and the sharks circle round, they grab the float and then the bait. Awesome way to get some vision. Science is just starting to understand the unique nerve endings that the sharks have in their head throughout their body, which allow this shark to tell the bait from the camera, which is seen as an inanimate object. And now that he's eaten the bait, my camera should be safe, which is gonna mean we can continue some awesome vision. With their focus off the camera, they're coming straight back at me. And here they come. We've run out of bait and they're still hungry. This is gonna get really interesting. Now they're looking at me as a potential food source.
Woo! They're coming from every angle!
Look at that nictitating membrane, that eyelid. That's a protective eyelid, so when they go in for a hit, they shut that, protects their eyes. And they're coming in, they're coming at me from every angle. I can't keep up with them. See the way they use that eyelid? Testing with their head, testing. They know I'm in there, and they're trying to work out how to get me out. Ooh, this is getting spooky. Talk about fear. Got adrenaline surging through my veins. They're just circling, coming from different angles. It's like one draws my attention while another one comes in from behind or from underneath. So far, so good. They're just nudging the cage. I've never been this close to man-eaters. What an unforgettable yet highly dangerous situation. Oh! Straight at me. That one had intent. When I built this cage, I never anticipated I'd have so big, so many animals all over me, trying to pluck me out like opening a can of sardines. Look at the size of this one. And it means business. It's keen.
We hang on.
Tension's mounting. I gotta get out. I'm gonna have to get out soon. They're pushing it. They're coming in harder. And this one's intent on getting in the cage. He's searching, prodding with his head. He wants me bad. He's looking for a gap. Oh no, if he gets in there. Oh! Hang on, mate, I'm coming in.
Okay. Be quick, there's one coming. was close. They know when you're moving.
How's the way when they hit that bait, they just went into a frenzy? You okay, Suey?
Watch Suey that she doesn't fall in. They're hitting the boat.
Woo! Tigers!
They're my absolute all-time favourite animal in the ocean, the tiger shark.
Crocodiles. Nobody knows more about them than Steve Irwin. He's been working with these modern-day dinosaurs since he was just a boy. In Australia, we've got the largest crocodile on the face of the earth, the saltwater croc.
My fondest memories are of catching crocodiles. And during the 80s, I was up on my own with my little dog, Suey, capturing some wild crocodiles, and I was lucky enough to have an old video camera that Dad bought for me. I'd stick it in a tree, in the mangroves, on the mud, and I captured some of this vision.
Sorry about my camera work, but we're way back in the mid-1980s. It was one of the first video cameras that ever came into Australia, and this is my first effort at it. And here's my dad, right up the front of our crocodile catching dinghy. He's my hero and my legend, and he helped tune my instincts to catch crocs.
Alright, what he's up to here, see up the back there, this is our mechanism, right? That rope he's taken off is connected to the bait, which goes into the back of the trap. That's a pretty old bait. All the way up here. All the way up, and into this tree, which is directly on top of me. Right? Now, on that you can see another rope, which comes off and goes down to the mouth of the trap. So, when that bag drops, right, which is connected to the mechanism, which is connected to the bait, the bag drops and pulls this up. Gotcha.
It's first thing in the morning, and this is one of my greatest captures. It's my best mate Wes, and I've convinced him to check the mechanism.
Work or what?
We're in far north Queensland. That's my stomping ground. And the capture and relocation of crocodiles we take very seriously. And this is Molly, one of my all-time favourite crocodiles. She is the quietest Sheila I ever captured. And I'm lucky enough to have the skill and wisdom of Dad helping me out once again. Sorry about the odd camera angle, but I just start my camera rolling, stick it on the boat, on the bank, in a tree, wherever I could, and just let it roll. So it might be just one locked off shot, but by crikey, it's history. This is straight out of the archives. Thank goodness I had something to record it on. Once we get a top jaw roped, blindfold on, it's into the boat and back to camp where we can either relocate them back out into the wilderness, or the case of Molly here, she had to come back to Australia Zoo where she's flourished. She's still a real quiet Sheila. And here's Goldie,